Hello. As I hope you know by now, despite the fact that I'm your lawyer, I try not to be too lawyerly and put too many obstacles in your way. It's my job instead to help you close your deals and to help you do them as safely as possible. And as a result, I try not to put too many new documents on you or make you get things signed when they're not absolutely necessary. Unfortunately, because of the California Supreme Court's recent decision in the Hiroki case, which we've discussed before, I'm going to need to add a new document to the checklist, and I wanted to explain to you why. As you will recall, that case involved dual agency, and it discussed whether or not the buyer's agent, for example, in a case of dual agency, owed a fiduciary duty to the seller. The court said yes, because the agency relationship comes from the brokerage level and not from the agency level. And therefore, when there's a dual agency, both agents owe fiduciary duties to both clients. Now, what I told you at the time, and what I still believe, is that this doesn't change what we do very much. We always treated dual agency deals carefully and will continue to do so. But there is some language in the case that does create a little bit of problem. In that case, when describing CB's duty to the client, the court said that they had a duty to, quote, learn and disclose all material issues to the buyer. Now the question becomes, what does learn mean? What obligation does the agent have to learn facts for the client? The court doesn't tell us. And that fact creates ambiguity, which might lead to problems down the road. So the question is, how do we protect you from that? Well, a number of years ago, CR created a form called the Buyer Material Issues. In that form, the buyer is entitled, or in fact obligated, to tell you what issues they believe are important and material to them, thereby putting you on notice and allowing you to investigate. I believe that by doing that, by using that form, we can create a lot of protection for ourselves. After all, if a buyer thinks something's real important and wants you to learn something about it, they need to fill out that form and put that issue for you in that form. So the question for you, of course, is going to be, how do I explain it to my client? They're going to ask, what's a material issue? Well, your answer to them should be twofold. Number one, I can't really tell you because I'm not you. I can't read your mind, and you need to determine what a material issue is for you. But you can give them what common material issues are. Things like the schools in a neighborhood, or the traffic in a neighborhood, or the noise, are there dogs next door? What's the zoning? Those kinds of things are typical extra things that some buyers care about depending on where they are in life or what they're doing with the property. So you can give them those examples and then let them decide what's material to them. But get that form in every buyer side deal. It's required from here forward. Thanks a lot.